Oh my gosh, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. That's okay. We're going to do this anyway. Hey, look, there's all of the fun D&D stuff or stuff I do on my YouTube channel. All right, so hello. We're doing a city slums chase scene today. I've written the rules. I got that all planned out, and now the plan is for me to just going to talk through how I'm going to do it, as well as build out the map. So this map, I just wanted to first give credit. I did not make this map. This was made by Jovial. You'll see here, this is their page on Incarnate. This is all the maps they've made. Super cool stuff. Even flipping spaceships, which, what? So anyway, cool stuff. Sometimes I don't know what to do for a session, so I just go through the Explore page on Incarnate, and I find cool stuff. And when I see something cool, I may build something around it. Well, the party had just finished a battle in which they had fought a a group, like a group of guild members who were trying to get a hold of this artifact that the party has been transporting. And so they made it out. They successfully they defeated them, but now they are going to be being pursued. So you see the cart. This is going to represent the party and the cart that they're traveling with. And then all the way down past all these things, they need to get here to this yellow circle. So the cart is going to be autonomous. It's driven, by somebody that already is driving it. The party doesn't have to worry about that, but they are defending the cart, and they're going to be defending the cart from different kinds of people who are going to be coming after them. For instance, like a thug like this. So you'll see I'm going to actually make these smaller because they're going to be basically people in here instead of actually. So they'll have a person, a thug or whatever, hanging out in this hex. This cart can move 4 hexes per turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it can get to here on this turn. Now there are some rules. I'll show you. I made a little handout for it. There are some rules here for how it works. So the cart has 225 horsepower, hit points. I've been playing a little farming simulator, if you can't tell. It has 225 hit points and 4 hex speed. So like I said, it can move 4 hexes. That is going to kind of help the party understand like their movement, how much they have to do to get through this. So you can see if we go through here, where I zoom out a little, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 turns right there, and so this is going to be 10 or more turns to get to the end of this. So it's going to be a nice long process, like basically the whole session is the plan. And the plan is for them to deal with some different kinds of stuff. So it's going to start out with just like the word has gotten out that of what happened, and so some of these guys are here wanting to get at them and jump on this cart and get in there and take the stuff. So they're going to be going as fast as they can for 4 things. These guys are going to be trying to get a hold of what's in their cart, so trying to get the cart. And they just got to make it through while the party is defending. So they're going to have to use some like theater of the mind to decide like how they're handling what they're doing within where the cart is right now. But the rest of it, like where the enemies are and stuff, they'll be able to see. So all that to say, I have some thoughts and ideas on what kind of things to put in their way. It's going to start off with a few bad guys just shooting arrows at them and trying to jump onto the cart as they go by. I thought about something like somebody jumping up out of this bridge, out from under this bridge, who's been hiding down there. I'm going to do that right now. I'm just going to put them in there right now. Somebody's hiding under this bridge. So actually, let's do that, and let's just paste because I already have. And I'm just going to call that a GM layer. Change layer, GM, and that way it's hidden from the party, but I can see it. So he'll jump out and try to climb up onto the cart. So somebody's going to have to deal with that, right? So here's how that's going to work. So we're going to run in initiative order. So the cart's going to have initiative of a +0. but they are going to. I'm going to roll as the DM. I will roll that initiative at the beginning of the session. It's got a speed of 4 hexes. I actually wrote this and then decided to go with 4. So it's going to be actually 4 hexes. Let me fix that real quick. 4 hex, 4 hex. Where's it at? Boop, there it is. It's going to have 4 hex movement. So perfect. And then the enemies and other initiative is rolled when they're activated. They're going to be activated when they come within 5 hexes of the cart or after. So if they're hidden or something, it'll be after that. And then they are going to party members run on the cart turn. So when the cart goes, the party members are going, but they're in the order of highest to lowest dex modifier. So my rogue will go first. He's got a really high dex modifier, obviously, and it'll go down from there, the 4 party members. The 2 people or 3 people who are on the cart and just kind of helping, they're not fighting. They're going to literally hide to try to keep themselves safe, except for the driver when this is happening. So I'm going to start off by asking them where they're sitting on the cart, like where everybody is, somebody riding shotgun, people walking along it, what's going on. If somebody's inside of it, what are they going to do? All right. So then the turn actions. So hex movement is not an option. So the party is not allowed to leave the cart area. They are allowed to change position around the cart, but they have to stay with the cart. So they can say, I'm going to go up on top of it, or I'm going to crawl under it and shoot a bow as, walk along underneath it, or whatever. I'm going to jump in the back and shoot guys off the back, whatever they want to do. They have to stay, though, within that hex. If you can imagine just the group fitting in a hex, basically, like a video game would. And then from there, anything else is available to them. They can use their spells, their ranged attacks, their melee attacks. Now, they are a little bit used up from their previous battle. Like, this is post-battle, no short rest, no long rest. They're just doing what they can do. So that's going to add a little challenge to it. Any of their abilities are allowed, just like regular combat rules. So I'm going to say, all right, Rogue, it's your turn. What do you want to do? And he's going to say, well, I see that guy up on the roof. I'm going to just tuck myself down behind the bench of where the driver is of the cart, and try to get hidden from this guy, and I'll make him roll to hide. If he fails, it's easy. Well, he saw you climb back there, so he knows you're coming, so no advantage or whatever. But then if he doesn't hide, then he can shoot him with advantage. All the same rules apply, and then he can attack these guys like the rogue can, in the same way that he would. Fighting in a regular combat. It's just going to basically be like this. So as far as range goes, I'm going to say if the guys are in range and they can see them, they can do the thing. Unless it's like obviously a touch or melee, then they have to be in there in the cart area with them. That may get a little crazy with my monk. I do have a monk, so I need to think about what that is going to look like. But what I'll probably do is things like this person jumping up in there and being on the cart. The monk will get to do some cool stuff to try to get rid of that person, right? I'm gonna plan it so that each person's having fun no matter what, even if I improvise, right? So that's gonna be the rules for the combat. So the consequences. Here's what happens on failure. On failure, if the cart loses a third of its hit points, which is 75 damage. Once it takes 75 damage, it loses a hex of movement. So if these guys do well or something else comes up that is able to cripple the cart a little bit, it's going to slow it down. That's going to happen every time it reaches that next milestone of a third of its hit points gone. That will kind of give some time limit to the game, as well as give the team, hopefully the party, a little bit of feeling of suspense and like intensity that they got to get through here and get out of here, or they're going to be in trouble. The cart can't move at 0 hit points. Once it's at 0 hit points, the cart can't move. If an enemy gets onto the cart, they can get inside and steal the artifact. Once they're inside the cart, any kind of battling or anything like that has to happen inside of it, of course. If the enemy spends an entire round inside the cart and they don't die, they're going to immediately leave out the back, try to get out of the cart. Obviously, the party's going to do whatever they can to stop them, but that's, we're going to do our best. If the enemy escapes with the cart or the artifact, the party loses. If the cart is stopped completely, If the cart is stopped completely, then the party is captured. What that is, the reason for that is going to be that this area that they are in is basically run by this guild. In the story of the game, this group does not want someone else coming through here doing business without their permission. In the whole idea of this game is called Small Adventures in Mistwatch. And in Mistwatch, in this game, all of my players are small characters. So they are trying to like gain an upper hand with the politics of the city and all that stuff. Well, this is an area where they're not welcome necessarily. And so there's another group that is in charge here. So they're going to be wanting to end whatever they're doing, especially now that they fought. So fought that other group and killed some of them. So they're going to be basically taking them captive, and we'll have to go from there. I'll have to figure out what's going to happen from there. But so if they don't get killed or captured, they'll make it all the way out. So now what I want to do is, and when they make it all the way out, that's into this yellow circle. When they make it into here, basically it's going to be that they're making it to the end of the slums, out of the main kind of purview of this group. And so there's going to be another group there that they're supposed to deliver this to, that this group doesn't want to mess with. So they're going to stay away from there, right? So that's the idea. So what I want to do is, I already added a few, but we're going to start off with a few of these bad guys here that want to fight. Including one that's going to jump up out from under this bridge in a couple rounds. Maybe somebody will dart out of this building too and get in close. That way the monk has somebody to fight right away. So we're going to do that. But we're going to make them also GM layers so that they're hidden inside the building until the first turn of the group. And he may end up having to go a long ways. It's going to take him a whole turn just to go one hex, right? So that's, or two probably. About half the cart speed is going to be these guys' speed. So yeah, and then the other than that, we got to figure out what we're going to do now. So this guy's going to be jumping out from under here. I thought about something right here, this little crossroads. Like this is a nice little kill zone. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I have, let's see, what is this? Is this my stuff? This is the D&D stuff. So I'm going to see if I have a Dragonborn character that I can use as a monster in here. I don't. Maybe I just have a dragon. Basically what I'm going to do is have a couple guys that can basically shoot fire from like across this area and just like trap them in fire. Or I know what I'll do. Instead of that, I'm gonna have somebody on this bridge. So we're just gonna put another one of these dudes up here. A couple of them. They're gonna have basically Molotovs. And they're gonna throw that stuff down at him. Oh, I don't like, he just wants to snap to the middle. Can I do it different with a shift or something? No, it's all right. So they're gonna throw those. What kind of fire stuff can I look at here? Let's look at what I have. Nothing. That's great. Perfect. Cool. Art library. Maybe there's something I can look up in here. Oh, I have these things. It's a little fireball. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put two of these. One there. And one here. And when I see them, and actually I'm gonna make them a little bit bigger. Make them a drawing. So I need to make this a drawing so I can make it bigger without it having to snap at all. So when it's a drawing, it doesn't snap. So the same with this one. Actually, let's just delete it, copy and paste this one. So it's the same size. We're gonna put this guy over here. So this guy throws one of these down from there. This guy throws it from there. So basically, once the cart gets here, it's going to get bombarded by two basically Molotov cocktails. I'm going to take these two, move them back where they were, dang it. All right, and I'm going to change them to the GM layer. And then I'm going to move them back. I like them back more centered here. So whichever direction they decide to go, once the cart is in this area, it's going to take the hit from these. And then it'll be basically the party members each take a dex saving throw to try to not get burnt. The cart's going to take damage, right? So not all of the fireball damage, but It'll take some damage. And then, awesome. Then we're going to look at from there. So I'm thinking like traps sort of stuff, things like that. What about, so this is like, I think this is supposed to be like sewage in this map, but I'm calling it basically the pathway, so whatever. And because otherwise it's weird that they put it the way they did, but whatever. I'm still on GM mode, so these guys do that. Now, what else are they going to fight against here? Let's get another cart that they are going to have to come up against. Here's one. We'll just put one right here. Oh, that's not what I want at all. That'll work. And then we're gonna basically, where should I do this? Do it right here. So when they come around the corner, they'll see that it's blocked. So they're gonna have to figure out how to get rid of that cart or go around it or something. Let's put it there. That's good. Because they can go. Trying to look at the pathway. Yeah, because they're trying to get all the way down here. So if they go this way, that's the way to go. Perfect. So they'll either have to go around or they'll have to, and then do some stuff to get rid of this thing or whatever. All the while, I want something besides those thugs. Let's do some, like a fighter of some kind, like a. Actually, what if I did basically like a custom like character, somebody who is like a NPC, basically an NPC enemy. I don't have one. I can make one real quick. I like doing fast character for this kind of stuff, because character creation, in my opinion, is one of the worst things. We're going to make them the same level as them. So I need to pause everything real quick. Okay, kids doing chores. That means I have to answer the questions. Okay, so I don't know if you've ever used fast character, but this helps me build my NPCs really quick. I'm going to just do standard array. I don't even care about a name because this person is not going to do anything but fight against my party. So low magic campaign. So medieval kind of weapon stuff. Feats. I don't really want to mess with that. Let's go back here. So species. This is let's make him a Goliath. Hill giant Goliath. Background is a sailor. And I don't really care. Display format. I'm gonna grayscale character sheet. Click to create. There they are. Oz Skywatcher Voluntua. So there they are. It also has like what they have with them, their inventory. So equipment. So you can basically give that to your party if they kill them. So, but in this situation, I don't know if that'll happen. So that's not right. I want to do a PDF. Didn't let me do a PDF. That's weird. What happens if I print this? save it as a PDF that way. That's not great. I don't love that. Let's do this instead. Huh. I don't know. I'll worry about that later, but what we're going to do is we're going to make we're going to find a token. Token, let's see. Goliath. I didn't even pick he's a monk. All right, cool. Art. I'm going to pick this. And he's going to be... It's not that big a deal. He's going to be this guy right here. Why not? I'm just going to copy the image. I'm going to go to token stamp. I'm going to paste it in there. Well, let me do that. Nope, got to download it. All right then. Now listen, I'm not selling any of this stuff. I'm not doing anything like that. This is just going on my stinking Roll20 for my kids to enjoy. So I'm not stealing art to use for my own gain other than saving time. That's all this is doing for me. Goliath Monk. I used to print these out and fat finger. I used to print these out and then I would cut them and glue them together, the same thing, like back to back. And then I would make a little standee out of it, and that would be my minis for when I play my home game on the table, which I did for a long time. It was really fun, but cool. And he's just gonna go right like that. Background color is gonna be white, so give him one of those. There he is. Cool. And then I can download him right here. Download. This is a good resource too. rolladvantage.com/tokenstamp. I use this all the stinking time. Gol Monk token. Now, I'm going to take him. I need to stat him out. I know. But I'm going to take him and I'm going to drop his token in here. It's going to upload it. And he's definitely not that big. Though he is a little bigger than these guys. So he's going to be over here. He's going to step up from this little campfire thing and approach them, probably. And then I'm going to make also a ranger. This is going to be a human. And this will be a female ranger. She's pretty legit looking. She looks too cool. I'm going to make an evil one because my kids will be like, I want to be her. I don't want to kill her. Where is she at? I'm like, evil, what does that mean? Which is fair. That's fair. Totally fair. I get it. What about her? Yeah, see, my kids are going to think she's so badass. They're going to just want to be her, not fight her. They're like, can I have that art for when I make another character? That's what they're going to say. Her too. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to make my kids want to fight these people. What's this one? That one looks scary. It's got like a gun. I'm not down with that. I don't like that one. What about this? That's AI, obviously. Maybe not. It looks like it. I'll just use it. Save image as Ranger. And we're going to put her in here. And just do that. Boosh. I'm going to change the color of the border to like hunter green kind of vibe. Maybe I'll go more. Yeah, I'll go like that. That'll be nice. All right, so we're going to download that. And that is going to be the hunter human. She's going to go in here as well. They're sitting around. They're sitting over here for whatever reason, hanging out. Maybe there's stuff going on, and they're. Oh, that's not what. That wasn't it. It was the token that I wanted. There we go. Yeah. So she's also normal. The size of. I'm gonna make them a little bigger because I feel like that's more gonna make sense with them being in the middle of with the speed and everything that they have. That's my plan. Again, I'm not super concerned with scale and all that. This is just a fun little mini game kind of vibe with the kids. I'm not doing this to be realistic or good grief. Like, I don't have time for that. Life's too real. I don't need to make my D&D campaign that real. So, cool. All right. So they're just around the corner here. They're going to be, this is all going to be DM2 only just because it's hidden around the corner. They're not like hiding, but they won't show up until the party rounds this corner and can see them over there. So these guys too, they're hiding up here. I keep doing the wrong one because it used to be down there before they changed it. I don't hate it. I kind of hate that it doesn't hover anymore. Like it used to when you'd click, you just had to like click this, or no, sorry, right click and then hover, and then it would like bring out the next pop-out menu. Now I have to click to get it and then click, which, gosh, what a whiny thing to whine about. It's not really that big a deal, but it is what it is. Quality of life situation. So yeah. So these guys have 5 guys that are going to be on them right away. Then they're going to get down here. They're going to get blasted by a couple fireballs. And these guys are chasing them. If they don't kill them, they're going to be right on their tail. And these fireballs are going to go off. Then they're going to keep coming down here, and they're going to have these 2 actual like party member type guys come try to fight them, which I can create. Let's see. Let's copy and paste all this. Wait, I don't need all that. Just need all that right there. All this. Copy. Then I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to go into here. I'm going to create another handout. I'm going to call this Goliath Monk. And I'm going to put it in here, all his stats and stuff. There it is. Look at that. It pastes in there nicely, and I can just leave it like that. And then I have all that info. I'll put his main stuff in his token here like this. I'll go, okay, he's going to be, let's see. Where's his, here we go, 17 armor class, 73 hit points. So I go back here and I go here. He's 73 hit points, 17 AC. There you go. So he's a dodgy dude. Then I'm going to go back to my fast character and I'm going to make a ranger. She is a human. A boring old human. Where's humans? Is it up here? Human. That's funny. And then it's going to be a ranger hunter. Perfect. And that's a female, but it doesn't matter. I put male, or it said male on there, but I don't really care. Oh, I don't want her to be I'm going to go back. I don't want her to be a sailor. I want her to be a hermit. She traveled, classic. I'm not thinking stats at all here. All right. So there you go. Gonna make her now. Human Ranger. She's gonna be right here on the DM side. And there's all her stuff. She has 15 AC and 84 hit points. 15 and 84. And I just like to do this. This is just me doing shortcut kind of stuff. It gives her a health bar. That helps me. There you go. I kind of wish the health bars were dynamic. Like they would change colors when it goes down, like get yellow halfway and then get down to red or something, but it doesn't matter. All right, so these guys are dangerous. They're going to fight. This cart's going to stop them, and they're going to go after them from there. And then these guys will still be hot on their tail. These guys may even be over here throwing more bombs, depending on how things are going. If they're just getting through this flawlessly, these guys will stay on them. Otherwise, who knows? We'll see. And then I'm excited to kind of update on how it goes. All right, so that's like halfway. What are we, halfway? Yeah, we still got to go all this route. Also, all this stuff over here, I'm going to, if they decide, now let's cut back this way, go through this alley and come around. That's cool. This guy will still get them. I'll probably put some of these guys over here too, and just drop them in as I need to continue that. This is kind of something I want to make sure they get into. Maybe I should put them here. We'll see. If I have to move them down here because they hear about it and they run down, then fine. And the cart doesn't happen. Whatever it is, it is. So, all right. And then let's see here. Let us see here. All right. Let's do something here in this area that they have to deal with. What could it be? Whatever could it be? Sorry, another kid request on my phone now. What's another good thing that could be in their way? Could be a problem for them. I wonder. I said Misty Watch. It's actually Mist Watch, not Misty Watch. It's funny that I did that. Okay. So let's see. Down here, what if there's a bunch of like animals or something in this area? Or like a temple gathering or something going on. Let's do that. There's just like a crowd of a bunch of people. A bunch of commoners, basically. In the way. They're just in the way. That's actually obnoxious and awesome. They're not trying to hurt anybody. They're just in the way. Because there's some sort of service going down in this temple thing down here. Not the assassin. I mean, I could. Why does it keep showing the same lady? I want this guy. Let's just do noble. We'll pretend like that's a... There we go. These are just common people just hanging out. They're together in the way, though. Keeping things from being productive. Keep blocking the way and then get out of the way, everybody move, sort of thing. Try not to hurt people. They'll have the consequences of that later. But maybe there is like somebody kind of dangerous in here too. And this guy, we're gonna put a little red dot on him. Not a red dot. We're gonna put a little skull and crossbones on him. He's a dangerous boy. And we're going to put him on a GM layer. So he's just kind of... The theory here is he's hidden in the crowd and he jumps out of the crowd. But this is just an obnoxious thing. But he can be dangerous as well with a couple of regular thugs maybe hanging out. And not to mention the ones that are going to be in pursuit possibly. So this one's on top there. Also, if you're coming through here, this is a spot to jump down on top of them. So what if there's like a high dex kind of character person Let's look up. Let's see what well, the assassin is a good example. So let's drop one of these on here. Oh, I hate that. Let's go back here. Just use this assassin. Where'd he go? Come here, buddy. There we go. Let's use this guy. And he's going to jump up. Or jump down on them from up here if they don't. And I'm going to use his stats. Like whatever he actually does. Holding shift, double clicking. It's a tutorial mode. And then you can see the new character sheets. It's not too bad on Roll20. So yeah, he does light crossbow, short sword. He can get down there with a short sword and hit a couple times and try to... they may end up killing some of the commoners that are trying to protect the cart. We'll see. But he's going to cause some problems for him too. He's actually just as dangerous as these two, maybe. So maybe he should be somewhere else. But the idea for me is that he jumps down on top of the cart. But I'll keep him there. Maybe we'll use him. I think we're in pretty good shape here. I think this might be a good, fun, long kind of campaign. I'm going to put a couple guys up here. So even if they go this way, they are potentially getting still harassed by some of these Goombas over here. These Goombas over here with their dangerous bows and their arrows coming after them. Awesome. Well, let's call that good. How about that? We'll see how that goes. Might be a long, it might be a long, like, drawn out session. It may not be that exciting. We'll see. But it's almost like a dungeon crawl, but with like a time limit because you're going to get stuck if you don't make it through here safely. Of course, I'll nerf it if I have to. Although I'm not afraid of them getting captured. I think we can figure that out too. That might be fun. So we'll see what happens. All right. That's the plan. If I continue this concept of making a little video as I prep for every session, I will definitely keep doing that with the next sessions as well. So we'll see you then. Bye.